beat me on this for a second with technology and shit. Any technology. Back in the fucking 1800s, how did anyone decide they're going to take pictures? I'm going to capture your image on this thing on a slate or whatever, and we'll look at it later. We're going to build a better one where we can film you and actually watch you from across the world and put on this TV and radio. I don't believe that any human back in the Stone Ages thought of this shit, let alone thought of the ways to actually make it happen without an outside influence of something spiritual. And all of the inventors all said, from Tesla to fucking all of them, they all said that they had answers from the other side helping them.
You know what's so funny?
Even the guy Edison too.
How in the do you think of that, let alone do it? Okay, so let me give you a very
How do you start deciding
example.
I'm going to use this, and this to do it?
Yeah, dude, and it's like, hold on one second, dude. I'm gonna do a little how you doing. Quick heads up, dude. I got 4% left on my phone, but I'll just charge it up. But yo, I'm gonna use your example in music, right? So like you're talking about inventors, right? What I'll tell you though, bro, is like I use Jimi Hendrix all the time. It's like arguably one of my like favorite ones to reference. Peep this, peep game. It's like, yo, do you hear something like Lil Wayne, right? Where it's like all that crazy, like all that crazy guitar and all that other shit, right? And it's like, yo, it's one thing to be able to play that. Like genuinely, it's one thing to be able to play that. It's a whole nother thing, bro, to have written that from scratch.
Right. Yes.
Dude. Like, yo, do you realize that Jimi Hendrix sat in a room with a guitar, bro, and then left with Lil Wayne? Like, that didn't exist until he did that shit, right? So it's like, yo, if you can play Lil Wayne, that's insane. Trust me when I tell you it's insane. Main reason why is because I can't play it. Here's what I will tell you though: writing that from scratch is otherworldly, bro. Like otherworldly, yes. And I'm like, oh, okay, yeah. Well, I'm gonna try and do that again. But to your point, like it's like, yo, I don't know who the fuck was like, hey, there's this thing called electricity that we got to make it.
Right. How in the fuck? And then make it like.
Yeah, they're like, go outside, dude. Get wet. Stand where the lightning hits. Like I said, bro, what? Yeah. And then they're like, and like, here's the thing about it too is it's like, did you think like did they have like a test were they like yo did you think we should have Dominic do it? Like he's an idiot. Like it was, like the first guy went. Yeah, the first guy went out and just roasted, and then they're like, whoa. So it is real, but it doesn't look like it's survivable. Like, I don't know, man. Maybe.
Right.
But like, I don't know who the fuck thought of that.
Right.
Dude, okay, I'll give you another one. And it's easy. Who the fuck invented the wheel?
Right. You know what?
Like, whoa.
You know what my idea of it is? Because I read all the books of Enoch, and I believe it. I believe that Watcher angels came down, mated with human women, created Nephilim, giant offspring, and the heroes and giants of old time, like Genesis says. And also, they taught humans charms and root cutting and art and politics and war and how to make metals out of there. Come on, some guy decided to start lighting rocks on fire to melt copper out of them and to start making weapons.
Yeah, right, dude.
I don't believe it. Some higher being said, "This is what you do. This is what God put here, and this is how
Creating metals from the earth is another great citation. Like, yo, who in the fuck thought of that? Right. Hey, yo, I still can't get over that shirt. Show me the shirt again, dude.
Oh, yeah.
I love it.
I wore this to Christmas dinner with my super religious, strict dad and shit, like in front of the whole family and shit, like everybody, all the relatives there. I was like, oh, sorry. And I after like 3 hours, I took it off. and had an Eminem shirt with them going like this. I said, "Oh, sorry," and took it off and had another one on just on purpose.
Hey, dude, how cold was it up there for Christmas, dude?
This year it wasn't too bad. Like it's warming up now a little bit. For Christmas this year it was cold, but not as cold as usual. Usually it's like 0 or below 0, but fuck. Usually though, every winter it's like 30 below from December, the middle end of December until like fucking March. It's crazy. And then we don't even have spring until May. It's still snowing and shit in April, all April.
Right.
Fucking nuts.
Hey, what's your Instagram handle? It's Vaughn Wallace, right?
Yeah, or the honor show. Like, but yeah, Vaughn. Well, it's my name's on there too. I think it's my name and then just the honor show as a tag or title on there.
I'm trying to fucking. I don't know, dude.
It might be the _honor_ show.
I'll find it eventually. I'm putting it on Instagram, dude. You're getting grammed. Oh yeah, it's yeah, dude.
Hell yeah. Bro, you gotta show me some of your tattoos and tell me what they are and shit, because I gotta get more of them. I don't have a lot. I just got, that, and then that, and I got the Zigzag Man smoking weed there. And
you see this? You see this shit, dude? This is the coolest one. This is the newest one.
Dope. The eye.
I mean,
pituitary gland.
You know what's funny, man, is like it's hard to explain because it's like very similar to a lot of other things. Like it's like I'm like heavily tattooed for someone who's not heavily tattooed, right? Like meaning like I don't have the Travis Barker, like, and I never will, like. But like and it's a lot of it is like invisible places, like this arm and shit. Like you would give you the impression that I'm covered, but it's like, bro, I don't like my stomach. I don't have that much. But it's really roadmaps, right? So it's like this was done in Vegas. This was done in Vegas by a famous artist.
I like that instead of a sleeve.
That was done in Jersey. Like that was done in Jersey.
Yes.
This was done in Jersey. This was done in New York. This was done in Arizona. This was done in Arizona. This was done in LA. This was done in another spot in Arizona. This was done in New York. This was done in New York. This was done in like Philadelphia. You know what I mean?
Yeah. See, that's dope. It's memories and shit too.
Right. And a lot of them, so that's the next part, is a lot of them were artists that I was like friends with, and it was like, yo, like it would be fucking sick for you to put this shit on my fucking skin. Right. Where like a lot of these other guys were like, I'm getting this and I'll go to any fucking place to do it. But a lot of it, like
you end up with something like this when you do that. That's what happens. Because these aren't that nice. I just had somebody do them when I was younger. Check this one out though. This is one of my favorites, right across my heart. Fuck life.
What is it? Yo, that's fucking awesome.
Oh, check this out too.
I love that type of humor.
I gotta get this finished.
What is it?
Inside of Eminem's first album, that mummy with needles stuck in him and pills eating his legs.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So it's like a rest in peace memorial to all my homies and friends and baby mom that are dead from dope, because that's exactly what the needles and shit are gonna do to you, and pills are gonna eat you alive till you're fucking dead.
Yeah, you can't do those things.
Not opiates. Hey, fuck that shit. Hey, even though I've had to, I'm
uploading this video to Instagram, so if you don't see me, I'm still here.
Sure.
Dude, it's fucking nice as hell out here right now, man. Let me tell you, it's great day.
Awesome. Right now, it's probably like maybe 25 here, and that's awesome for us this time of year. I've never seen it. Never. This winter has been warmer than any winter I've ever seen in my life. Like, we didn't even have snow until just about Christmas, and it was warm, like fucking 30 degrees, 40. Nobody's ever seen a winter like this as long as they've recorded history in Minnesota. It's crazy. I'll take it any day, though. Any day.
Dude, yeah. Hey, this little snippet from this interview is really funny, actually. Well, yeah, man. Hey, so
tell that first song you had on the Instagram there, where it's what's his name, and he's talking about the spirit world and shit.
Oh, Aesop Rock.
Yeah, yeah.
Hello from the Spirit
Bro,
World.
have you been in the spirit
Isn't
world
that
and
shit
shit?
so cool?
You've left your body, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I've done a lot of astral projection work and shit.
You gotta tell
I
me
do
about
I
how
do
some of that works. I've only achieved it ever smoking DMT.
okay. Yeah, for sure. You'll definitely get there smoking DMT.
Right. But it's so
So
hardcore. It's like getting pushed off a cliff, you know? It's like it's scary as
yeah,
fuck.
right.
Every
Well, it's
time I think
also
I'm dead.
yeah, right. Well, also too, that's because like, and I'm not knocking them because like historically speaking, that's how I got there, and that's like how anyone really has to get
Right.
there. But I will tell you, man, like it's because you're using a drug. So
Exactly.
what I mean by that, and you've seen it, I put it on Instagram, like bro, and you can ask my roommate, dude. Like it's impressive as fuck, like really impressive. But like, dude, I will go in the sauna for like an hour and 15 minutes, bro. Like,
Yeah.
and as somebody who drinks alcohol and smokes cigarettes and smokes weed, like it's like, bro, that's like literal gas chamber shit. So it's
Right.
like you have to understand it's very similar. It's very similar to someone being like, hey, one week out of the month I don't eat any food at all.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it's like
Fasting and shit.
well, aren't you supposed to be dead after 3 days? And it's like, no, but
Right.
it's like, aren't you supposed to be dead after 3 days? And it's like, well, yeah, but I've been doing it for so long that I can survive for a week now.
Right.
Right. So it's like, so it's very similar where it's like, dude, when you go and you meditate and
Yeah.
you stretch and you like go into sauna
Yeah.
for an hour and 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And as I stated before, and then you go smoke a cigarette after, you know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like, bro, what that does to your body, it almost like mimics death.
Right.
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 Like so a lot of like the spiritual a lot of the spiritual growth comes from this like deprivation chamber.
Sure.
And that's why which is funny, and this is like a great snippet to put in the interview, even
Yeah.
it's like a 30-second clip that you're going to put on like to advertise it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's like that's exactly why I chose special forces operators
Yeah.
to
Dope.
to show to show like how close they are to spiritual enlightenment.
Yes. Yeah.
Hold on one second.
No problem. Bro, you're totally right. Like you can totally get there by not using drugs, and it's a better way to get there. And it's crazy you bring up the sauna because I live right by the res. I grew up. Every one of my friends was native. I hung out on the res. That's where I've been. Uh,
That's awesome. But yo,
they have this thing called the sweat lodge where they go through 4 doors. They're in there for an hour, a couple hours, and they go through that fourth door and they said you're in the spirit world, and like that's something about that sweating
hey,
and deprivation fasting. You're definitely right on, bro. Even God says to do it.
Well, so listen, but hold on. So you're almost there, right? So that's why I chose special forces operators to show my spiritual enlightenment journey to, is because oftentimes in very obvious for very obvious reasons, right? Somebody who's experienced combat is going to be the closest to like achieving Christ consciousness or like some type of high spiritual existence because of how close they were to death.
Right.
Like fast. So like I told you before, like, dude, I go in the sauna for an hour and 15 minutes. Like I go in the sauna for an hour and 15 minutes, bro. Like as somebody who smokes cigarettes, like it's like suffocation. It's the closest thing to death you can get. It's the closest thing to death you can get. So you achieve these spiritual, like that's how you see the astral field. Like I see the astral field the most clear when I'm not when I'm on hallucinogenic drugs at all. I see the astral field closest when meditating in a sauna and creating a deprivation principle within my own self that mimics a controlled idea of death, if you will, very similar to fasting, as stated before. Now, if you do something like DMT or you do something like mushrooms, you do something like acid, or you can do it. And the reason why I'm saying these things is like first things first, I have no problem being explicit, but it's like, dude, these are all decriminalized in California. You can go to clinics and do these things legally. So, but to me, like it's like you could call it final boss, right? Where it's like, if you got all those places on hallucinogenic drugs, your next step should be to get there without them, right? But at the very same time, I can genuinely say this though, like I have achieved higher levels of spiritual enlightenment dead sober through physical fitness activities and then recovery principles like saunas and ice baths where it's like, bro, like same thing, like, bro, go in your shower, dude, and turn it as cold as possible and then don't fucking leave.
Yes. Guys, I'm going to try it. I'm going to try it.
Right? Like, and so like you got these people where it's like everyone, and that's my final point. It's like everybody's like, well, we don't really do anything. We've never been close to death. We've never exerted ourselves in any way, shape, or form, but we're spiritual. No, dude, it's the complete opposite. You need to literally get as close as death to possible in order to achieve spiritual enlightenment, which is why combat veterans are the closest thing to getting there. Unless you're someone like me, right? Where it's like, dude, like been a lot of places, PTSD from addiction, PTSD from something like 9/11. Like I've seen street violence. Like I've had to attack my own self because of how embarrassing I've been. Like so on and so forth. That's a level of deprivation and pain that you can achieve spiritual enlightenment without like having like committed or been a part of violence. But at the very same, and I don't mean violence like, but a lot of oftentimes like it's like that's what leads to spiritual enlightenment.
So I like should the technically be able to get there on my, because a lot of the shit you're saying, it's like, bro, it's like you're reading my life. So I just never knew to focus it that way. You know what I mean? I never knew to focus or even try because I just wasn't. I just didn't know about it until I even heard of DMT, and I was like, wow, you can actually go into another fucking world that's real. And then I started thinking, wow, you got, that's what all the monks and people meditating have been doing for years. And like you said, people even hanging themselves or doing the sun dance like the natives doing shit where they're up on that thing for 3 days, like that spiritual enlightenment stuff.
Yo, and let me give you another example, right? So I was talking to my friend who's a SEAL, and he said to me, he said, here's your problem. He said, you don't want to run far enough because you're afraid you're going to break your ankle. He's like, let it break. He's like, and I'll tell you why. He's like, it's not going to break. He's like, if you run 5 miles and your ankle breaks on mile 5, I'll give you $1 million. He's like, so you only run 2 miles a day because you think if you run 5, your ankle's going to break. I'm here to tell you, you can run 20 and your ankle still won't break.
Yeah.
So it's very similar to drugs and all that stuff. It's like, here, bro.
Running's hard, bro.
I'm here to let you know, though. That like you're not like your highest percentage chance of winning in any form or fashion is exerting yourself to a maximum potential with recovery principles. I'm not talking burnout, with recovery principles. Like, you got to stretch. If you're running, you got to stretch. I'm talking recovery, but in the simultaneous nature, right? What you're doing is like, you need to exert yourself as far as you can go, as hard as you can go, as deep as you can go, as sober as you are. Right, like, and also,
I wish I would have knew this before.
But you can vouch for this too, dude. Sober is a fucking word to describe a mind state. Like, yo, I don't drink beer now, and then I'm like, let me go get in an automobile and consume drugs. Like, at one point that happened, like tic-tac-toe. Like, it was like, I can't control myself after X amount of beers. I become this. Like, where it's like, dude, like now it's like, bro, like, I do enjoy R&R, which is called rest and relaxation. I'm not a psychopath. Aside from that, dude, I got 6 miles I'm staring down the barrel of 6 miles today. Soon, right? So it's like, oh, how'd that happen? I don't know, bro. Spiritual enlightenment through exertion principles.
See, dude, I wish I would have knew this shit before. When I was in boot camp in prison, right? I had been sober like for over a year, and we had to run. Every other day, we had to run 5 miles, and there's an A run and a B run. The A run, I got in it after the first 2 months. We were running 5 miles in like 38 minutes. Like, it was tough. But then we stretched first and everything, did all these stretches, but I didn't know to focus on this stuff, and we didn't do the stuff after, you know? Like, we just have to go take a 30-second shower and then just start doing something else. There's no time to really, like, get in it. But the days where we didn't run, every other day we'd have to do aerobics on a 10-inch step with weights in our head. Bro, that was harder than the fucking running. Like, I'd almost passed the fuck out. But I almost felt higher than shit after every time I run or do all that or over. Dude, it was tough. It was hard.
Hey, hold on one second. Hold on one second.
Yeah. I
wonder if
knew
this
that
is
shit though. I would have channeled it. I would have focused if I would have knew that stuff back then. Because it would have been the
Dude,
perfect time.
I have this video of us screen recorded, but I don't know if I think it's muted.
Really? Well, if you need me to, I can send you all of it. I got it all.
How are you recording it?
I just screen record it.
Well, you better make sure it's not muted.
No, my mic's on.
Nah,
Yeah.
dude, like I can't hear. Hold on, let me hold on.
There's no way for me to go back and check the video right now without clicking out of it and shutting you off.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Well, we did it before on Zoom like this, and it recorded it. Because I remember I had a Zoom one. Because somebody goes, "We'll get on Zoom," and I was like, "Oh, that fucker cut me off after 40 minutes." But it all went on there.
I hope it's not.
Bro. Here's what we'll do.
Muted, dude.
Bro, here's what we'll do.
It's a great snippet.
No, here's what we're gonna do to fix it. If it did get muted, I don't think it is, but if it did, we'll just take the whole track and we'll sit there and add fucked up words to it, like that doesn't even go with it, and just like we'd have to just make it into a comedy skit.
Dude. Nah, I mean, like that's definitely making the best of a bad situation. But like,
Right.
I hate to be an asshole. But if this whole conversation isn't recorded, I'm gonna be very upset.
Yeah, me too, bro.
Like,
too, I'm serious.
Not that I don't enjoy talking to you, but
right.
There's a whole bunch of stuff that we said that I thought was really cool.
Yeah,
and I'd love for
that we can't
that
we'll never replicate, probably. You know.
Right. So that's why I'm upset.
Right.
Hey, I want to find out if this is muted or not. Just
Sure.
I'll start another chat. Let's
Here, I'll go check, and then we'll start another one quick.